Some optimism on the injury front ahead of the Bengals matchup with the Patriots. Hi again, everyone, and welcome into Cincinnati Bengals Talk. I'm James Rapien of allbengals.com, and let's get into the latest when it comes to the Bengals injuries. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and let's start with Trey Hendrickson. Hendrickson was at today's walkthrough, had a nice wrap on his wrist, brace of sorts, and I got to talk to him in the locker room briefly, asked him if he would play on Saturday. He said it was up to Zach Taylor. I asked Zach Taylor, and Zach said, we'll see. Does feel like he's trending in the right direction, though, which is a really good sign, especially considering Sam Hubbard expected to miss multiple games. And the last thing you want is to go in this final stretch. 3 must-win games if the Bengals are going to get the 1 seed. They're trying to win the AFC North for a second straight year. They're trying to do all of these things after winning 6 straight games. And if you can't get pressure on opposing quarterbacks, it's going to be that much tougher to do. And it does feel like Trey Hendrickson trending in the right direction ahead of Saturday's matchup. I'm going to say Sunday a lot this week probably. Ahead of Saturday's matchup against the Patriots. And it's not just him. Cornerbacks Jalen Davis, Mike Hilton, Cam Taylor-Britt, there's a chance all 3 guys are ready to go for Saturday's game. Jalen Davis broke his thumb last week, had surgery on Monday following the Browns game, was out against Tampa, but expected to play this week. Zach Taylor didn't want to get into particulars with any of these guys, but did talk with Davis, and he said, oh, yeah, we're going to be good to go. So it sounds like he's good. We'll see on Mike Hilton, but it does seem like he's trending in the right direction as well. So there is a scenario where after all of these injuries, all of this talk, that the one guy that the Bengals don't have, and he's really important, no doubt, is Sam Hubbard, but they may have everybody else back, mostly at least, everybody else back for this Saturday matchup against the Patriots, which it would go a long way. It would go a long way because when you're facing Bill Belichick and the way the Patriots lost last week, well, you can't count them out. And much like I talked about the path to Tampa winning and how they could win against this Bengals team, and we saw that in the first half, there is a path for the Patriots to win this game, and it's get after Burrow, pressure him all day long, take away the ground game, and then just make it really, really ugly. And that's the part of it that I think is really interesting is that Patriots pass rush, how they match up against Lyle Collins, how they match up against Jonah Williams. And so the last thing you want in this game is on the other side, this defense to be shorthanded and not be able to just shut down Mac Jones and company. Because a healthy Bengals defense, I think they can do that. I think they can shut down Mac Jones. I think they can contain Ramondre Stevenson. I think they can do all of those things. So we'll see if that part happens. But if you have most of these guys, if you have Hendrickson, if you have Hilton, who is a huge boost when it comes to your rushing defense, then you should be in pretty good shape. The Bengals, by the way, they are leaving early because of potential weather on Friday here in Cincinnati. They're going to leave on Thursday night to go to New England for that matchup against the Patriots at Gillette Stadium. The good news is all of their physical practices will still take place here. They were going to leave on Friday anyways. You just bump it up a little bit just to make sure you get out safely. Makes a ton of sense. I don't think it's really going to disrupt anything, but I figured I would at least note that. Also, and we posted Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow told a fun story about how he approached Bill Belichick pre-draft and just introduced himself. And that's a fun matchup this week because if you remember, and heck, half of our viewers might not remember, but Peyton Manning early in his career going up against Bill Belichick, well, it did not go well. And those Belichick defenses, and they don't have the same players, but it's a really talented defense that he has now, were just able to get after Peyton Manning and kind of slow down that Indianapolis Colts passing attack that was so good for so long. We'll see if he can do the same against Joe Burrow and this Bengals team. I think it's going to come down to the trenches. If they can hold that pass rush at bay for New England, then it should be fine. I think Jamar Chase can win his fair share, and if you want to double team him, well, then you got T. Higgins and you have Tyler Boyd. And I talked to Tyler Boyd the other day, and he thinks that his hand's just going to get better and better. He was able to make it through the game against Tampa. I would expect the same this week. So this Bengals team getting healthier. I forgot about Hayden Hurst. He would have been a limited participant in practice. The Bengals held a walkthrough, but he would have been limited, as would have Trey Hendrickson. If Hurst can come back as well, then you're talking about a full-strength offense, which is exactly what you want going into Saturday's matchup against the Patriots. Make sure you stay tuned because tonight at 8, which depending on when you see this might be like 20 minutes from now, it's Bengals on the Brain with Joe Goodberry. So check that out. Really good film breakdown. And if you're watching him come back here, watch Burrow, watch Zach Taylor, watch Ted Karras, and we'll have more for you tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and appreciate you guys for watching. I'm James Rapien, signing off for now at Paycor Stadium right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.